EVVA MCS. I think the left side's good. For now, anyway. Something's probably going to move. I got 2 different polarity magnets that I'm trying. And there it is. Well, what did I do? Maybe I'm not supposed to turn it that far. There we go. Wonder if I can turn it the other direction by holding this bearing down. Well, I'm not gonna try to do that. It's picked, so turn this speaker off. Things drive me nuts. Seems to be stuck there, won't go back, but I'm sure it will when I put the key in it. I was just hoping I could rotate it clockwise. But apparently you can't. I'm not gonna keep messing with it. I'm gonna get this thing gutted and be done with it. Well, I'm not exactly sure what's going on with it. Yeah, I don't really know. Well, just gonna go ahead and try to gut it. So here's the two different polarity magnets that I was using. Just breaking them, trying to get those rotors in line. Probably gonna use two different trays. Hopefully not mix these magnets up. This plug's gonna turn though. Excuse me, this plug's gonna turn when I try to take that C-clip off. I don't know why it won't lock back up. There it goes. All right. Now let's hopefully gut this thing. These are probably the most annoying C-clips, this style. Seems like they get deformed and it's so hard to get them straightened back out so they go on good. Well, I didn't deform it too much. Hopefully I don't. Getting it back on either. All right. See if I can get this thing out of here without messing anything up or breaking anything. So that pushes, I put the key in to push that ball bearing up in that pin so that I can get this core out. So now that pin drops back down there at the top. Right there, I don't know, you can kind of maybe. So you got to push that up while you pull the core or the plug the rest of the way out. And then there's that pin and spring. Even these plastic pieces are magnetized, it seems like. So that is number 3. I'm going to just call that the top. These sliders are easy to set. You just push that ball bearing down and jiggle the plug. You can set them manually also, but why bother? All right, so I'm going to put this side up here. I don't know, I might be able to do it all in one tray. I don't think those rotors are that strong of a magnet. Until they grab each other, and then I get them all mixed up. That would be awesome. So I'll just try to do this all in one tray. So I think that these plastic pieces, obviously, they're going to have to come off of there. It doesn't look like there's really an easy way to get them off. Without damage them. There's that ball bearing. Just trying to pry them out as gently as I can. It's not going particularly well though. Well, I didn't need that to happen. Did not need that to happen. That was my smallest screwdriver. I think was my best chance of getting these pried out without damaging them. All right, got that one. So I'm gonna say the ball bearing's the top. I'm calling this the left. Kind of bent that a little bit. I have to try to straighten that back out. I didn't think my screwdriver was underneath of it, but apparently it was. So when those rotors are lined up, those prongs will go in those holes, and then it will slide forward. And that nub right there on that slider will slide into that first slot. That's kind of how that works. That's not good. I'm going to be able to see with that cover plate on there, and I'm going to end up shooting these rotors out, so I'm not going to do that. But so yeah, there's 3 prongs on there, and that 4th prong is on this sidebar here that goes through that hole in this piece, and then through the hole in that piece and into the rotor. Which is pretty much how that works. You see there's false gates on every one of those rotors. 7 of them, and then 1 true gate on each one of them. This lock can be quite the pain. So 7 false gates and 1 true gate. I don't know why it's not focusing very well. And then the magnet on the back of that plastic rotor. All right. Getting that one, that plastic piece from the back didn't seem to be too bad on that side. Hopefully this side comes out similar. Maybe without me bending that metal piece. Yeah, I'm underneath of it again. Try to get on top of it. Now I think I'm on top of it. There's that middle piece with the 3 prongs, and then a hole in that one. That's where that sidebar prong, when it slides forward, it will slide into that hole. When the rear 3 rotors are when all the rotors are lined up. There again, 7 false gates on each rotor, 1 true gate. Last thing I need to do is drop one of these rotors on top of the other ones. Then we got the sliders here. That's the bottom sliders and the top sliders. Pretty easy to tell which way they go in. If you put them in backwards, the key won't go in because of how they're grooved. But you can see that each side of the groove's not the same depending on the bitting. And I'm going to call that done. That is the EVVA MCS.